South America. South America, but not Argentina. Argentina. No Argentina.
No, what? ¿Qué? ¿Qué? ¿Por qué?
Because we don't like Argentina. We love Brazil. South America is the best, but not Argentina.
But why though?
They are really.
They the worst.
You don't the worst. We don't like them. Just don't like them. They are really bad.
What was supposed to be another exciting World Cup live stream quickly turned into one of the tournament's biggest controversy. Popular YouTuber and streamer IShowSpeed found himself at the center of an incident that has sparked outrage across social media. Translates to "go cry at the zoo." Speed is a black. Many people interpreted the comment as a racism, leading to the widespread criticism online. The incident immediately went viral. Fans from around the world condemned the alleged abuse, while others urged people not to blame all Argentina supporters for the action of one individual. It is important to remember that the incident involved specific fans, not an entire fan base. FIFA responded quickly by releasing a statement condemning racism and discriminations in football. The organization confirmed that it had opened an official investigation, saying that racism has no place in football or society. This controversy has reignited conversation about racism in football stadiums and the responsibility of fans to create a respectful environment. While football is built on passion and rivalry, many believe there is no excuse for racism abuse. As for IShowSpeed, he has become one of the biggest internet personality in the world, with millions of followers watching his World Cup adventures. Many fans have shown support for him following the incident, hoping football can continue moving toward greater respect and inclusion.
In 1800, about a third of Buenos Aires was black. And by 1875, the Argentine government had stopped counting black citizens in the census because there supposedly weren't enough left. Now, maybe it's just me, but when I hear something like that, I have questions because people don't just disappear. So, of course, I started digging. What I found was one of the wildest stories I've come across in a long time. See, a lot of people today genuinely believe that Argentina didn't have a significant black population, ever. If you ask some Argentines about black Argentinians, they'll probably tell you that black people just came there recently, that they're immigrants, that they've always been a tiny minority. But that's not what the history says. Black people helped build Buenos Aires. Black people fought in Argentina's wars for independence. Black people helped shape Argentine culture. Even parts of the tango trace back to Afro-Argentine traditions. So how do you go from a city where black people made up roughly a third of the population to a country where people grow up believing that black Argentinians barely exist? That's where the story gets ugly. Part of it was war. Black men were disproportionately pushed into military service and sent to fight in conflicts with devastating casualty rates. Part of it was disease. Yellow fever tore through Buenos Aires in 1871. And it hit black communities especially hard. But the more I read, the more I realize this wasn't just a story about tragedy. It was also a story about intention. Because there were powerful people in Argentina who openly believed that the country's future should be white. Not diverse, not multicultural, white. And unlike people today who hide behind coded language, these men wrote it down. One of the most famous was Domingo Faustino Sarmiento. He's celebrated in Argentina today. Schools named after him, streets named after him. A former president, a founding figure. And he argued openly that Argentina should be remade through European immigration. Then came something called the Blanqueamiento. Millions of European immigrants were encouraged to come to Argentina. The country changed rapidly. And while all that was happening, something else was happening too. The remaining Afro-Argentine population was slowly being erased. Not just from neighborhoods, from records, from census categories, from public memory. That's the part that got me. Because when most people hear the word erasure, they picture like burning books or something. But sometimes erasure looks a lot quieter than that. Sometimes it's changing categories. Sometimes it's deciding who gets counted, whose story gets told. And then a few generations pass. Right. And eventually people start saying there were never any Black people here. What are you talking about? And what keeps sticking with me is that Afro-Argentines never fully disappeared. Their descendants are still there. Their history is still there. Their contributions are still there. The thing that disappeared was the acknowledgement. Right. And honestly, I think that's one of the scariest forms of erasure. Because once a country forgets who helped build it, it becomes a whole lot easier to pretend that those people never mattered in the first place. A third of Buenos Aires was Black. And that should be common knowledge. The fact that it isn't is part of the story.
What's a place you would never go back to, though?
I would go back everywhere, but a place that I wouldn't pay. Like, if that bread right, if they say, hey, we want you to come out here and promote this, I'm going to get the bread. But I wouldn't necessarily want to go back to Argentina unless it was somewhere different. But I say that, but I've met I still have so many Argentinian friends who I met along the way from there that show love. And they like, bro,
IShowSpeed was racially discriminated against by Argentina fans at a FIFA 2026 World Cup match, okay? If IShowSpeed is not the only person they see as that N-word. All the other people wearing around the Argentina jersey in support of Messi and these other people, they look at you the same way. What do you think? It's just IShowSpeed they see as that R-N-E-R? Nah, they see you. You Black people who are out there wearing around Messi jersey with your done self, they look at you the same way. You know what I'm saying? Speed is world renowned. He's known everywhere. They know that. You dig? It doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter to them. They just see you as one thing, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Look at the love that Speed received when he went to places like the Caribbean, right? And Africa. Specifically a place like Jamaica. And when he went to countries in Africa. Look at the love that he received. You will never receive that love from those people. You understand? Look what the Paraguayan senator did to Mbappe. That's how they see us. They see us like that. You know what I'm saying? Racially discriminated against Mbappe with their xenophobic and racist remarks. Right? And now you're seeing Argentina fans telling IShowSpeed, go home on video, on camera, live and broad out there. Just like that. You see? And then when you speak about these things, all of these dunce people say, oh, keep politics out of sports. Did you tell that to Donald Trump? Did you tell Donald Trump to keep politics out of sports? Or did you tell the Paraguayan senator to do that? To keep politics out of sports? Or who do you think you are wearing around Messi jersey and Argentina jersey? Black people. You think they like you? They can't stand to see you. They cannot stand seeing you. You understand? If they could tell IShowSpeed that, if they see you walking a road one day, they'd probably spit at you. Spit in your face. They probably would do that because to them you're nothing. And maybe some of you are nothing. You have no self-esteem. You have no black pride. You have nothing about you. You're just existing things. You don't want to be educated. You're caught up in this fanfare. You lost yourself, lost your way as a black person. Yeah, you've lost your way. You're lost people. Lost. You love people who hate you that much. Yeah, you love people who hate you that much. You're lost. Get out of here. Peace.
Messi, it's me! Hurt! Messi! Hurt! Hey, Messi! Messi! Hurt! Hurt! Come on. Huh? Look, Messi, look at me! Messi, look at me! Hurt! Hurt! Yes, right here, right here!
Anyone else who came across that video of IShowSpeed in the FIFA game he was watching, and the Argentinian fans in the back that were like sticking the middle finger at him and like telling him to leave, that was so mean. He's just like everyone else, just trying to watch a game. That guy, even though he may act hyper, I mean, he's funny, you know. I know he's a Ronaldo fan, that's for sure. And he's helped a lot of people. I mean, I've followed his videos a lot on social media. Like, I've seen him, and he's a nice guy. Even my little girl, my 6-year-old daughter, knows about him. She's like, yeah, the guy who loves Ronaldo. So, yeah. But, poor guy. But I gotta give it to him. He handled it really well. But it must have been a sucky feeling to be seeing people be like that towards him. Because this guy goes everywhere, and he's nice, and it looks like he's very open to learning about all cultures and exploring every country. Like, he's a good guy. So I was surprised when I saw that. Anyone else surprised?
Look at me! Hurt! Hurt! Yes, right here, right here!
Did you say that if Argentina won, Messi was the GOAT? Yes, it came
Like, Chad, my team already out, bro. Portugal is already out, bro. But, like, that was just crazy, though. That was just crazy. You know, just coming, just as a spectator, bro.
What do you think? Did FIFA make the right decision by opening an investigation? And what more should football authorities do to stop racism inside stadiums? Let's know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification so you never miss the latest football stories and breaking news. Thank you.